everyone. Welcome to the webinar. We're glad to have you here. I'm Kyle Byers. I'm the marketing coordinator for ChampionsWay and Perfect Mind. It's my pleasure to introduce Sensei Nick, our director of social media here. He's a small business owner himself. He has a school of over 700 students, so he definitely walks the walk. He also dedicates a lot of his time to consulting on marketing, advertising, revenue generation, all sorts of things for businesses all across North America. Personally, for the time I've known Nick, what impresses me the most is his work ethic. Often I find I forget he's 3 hours ahead of me because I'll call him at the end of the day and he's still got his nose to the grindstone. And I see him do this for his clients all the time. He's an exceptionally hard worker and he's got the dedication of a true business owner. So without further ado, here's Nick.
Well, thank you so much, Kyle. That was awesome. And real quick, Kyle, just to give you a shout out, I want everybody to understand we have a big webinar coming up with Kyle, and I'm really interested actually in coming to that webinar. Kyle is amazing at social media. He's going to be going over creating, to how to overcome the confusion of all the different social media channels. So at the end, we're going to let him talk about that webinar. We're real excited about that. That'll be his first webinar for ChampionsWay. And the one thing, Kyle, I have to say about you is same thing. Like whenever I'm actually emailing Kyle, within 30 seconds, I get that email back. So he's working 100% effort. I'm real excited, and he's been a great addition to the ChampionsWay team, Kyle. So thank you, and that's a little shout out to you for your upcoming webinar, which I'm going to talk about in a second. And then towards the end, Kyle's going to tell you a little bit more about that webinar, and I highly recommend it for anyone that's even just getting started and is confused because there's so much going on. There's so many different channels and networks, so Kyle's really going to help you guys with that, so we're real excited. Before we get started, quickly, a little bit about ChampionsWay and Perfect Mind. We were founded in 1998 by Master Frido Dar. We serve over 5,000 small businesses. We employ 60-plus people. Our headquarters is in beautiful British Columbia. We also have a small office in New Jersey that I run. You could visit us on any of the social platforms, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, our blog, the community, our lounge. There's always a lot of places you can find out great information about what's going on. So real quickly, before we get started, a couple cool events that I wanted to make sure that you're aware of. Actually, we partnered with Roland Osborne. He's doing his Hyper Pro certification. That will be at our Champions Martial Arts Academy headquarters. This is powered by ChampionsWay. So we're excited about this. Roland will be doing an amazing certification for instructors in Vancouver. And then I will also be doing a class on social media marketing and a little bit about Perfect Mind. And then there also will be an hour of business networking. And then really cool, I'm hoping, Kyle, you make it out to this too, because Kyle is actually a martial artist as well. We're having an open training session in Stanley Park, which if you haven't been there, it's amazing. So we're really excited about that event and working with Roland and ChampionsWay partnering together to have an amazing event in beautiful British Columbia. This is a little bit, if you want to register for Kyle's webinar, and I highly recommend it, look at all these networks over here. This is everything with social media you can imagine. URL shorteners, analytics, brand management, social intelligence, all these different types of things. There's so much to cover. Well, Kyle's going to help you understand all these networks, what they mean, when to post, what you should be using, what's good for your business. So just visit events.championsway.com to register for that. And also, it is on August 2nd, so please make sure that you register for this. So when you go to events.championsway.com, you can register here for Kyle's upcoming webinar. Okay, another thing we have going on, online back-to-school marketing course. This is going to start on July 30th at 2 o'clock Eastern. All the content is being implemented into our library. It's a free online course, okay? And we have just actually made another amazing addition to this course. Master Melody Schumann will be implementing one topic all about preschool. So I highly recommend that you get registered for this course. You can visit our website for that as well. Okay, so please make sure that you register for our online back-to-school marketing course for school owners. Send your staff. It's free. Definitely get registered for that. And then finally, just a little shout out to our Seaway. I mean, this event is just every day, Kyle. I mean, we're talking every single day, and we just keep adding more and more amazing speakers. If you check out this lineup, and it's still not even finished, we're still adding more every single day. Tom Callos, okay, a pioneer of the martial arts. Everybody knows Master Tom Callos, amazing. Kiyoshi Kovar, he'll be doing an instructor boot camp. Okay, everyone knows Kiyoshi is the best at training staff. Fareed Boers, he's an actual internet pioneer, martialinfo.com. So we're real excited about having those three amazing speakers. Flavio Almeida, okay, one of the leaders of Gracie Baja. You know, he's just an amazing person, amazing martial artist, and an amazing entrepreneur. World champion Robert Drysdale. Okay, I mean, how exciting is that? You know, he's one of the top 5 BJJ stylists in the world. Master Fareed Dodar, we're real excited about his class. He'll be speaking about technology, and anytime he speaks, if you were at the last event in the Super Show, it was the most packed class. I mean, everyone was there just taking notes, and hardcore school growth was just an amazing class. Roland Osborne, he'll be doing his Hyper Pro mini certification at that event. Kim Rock, Fight Like a Girl. If you're interested in implementing a women's self-defense seminar or a program in your school, she's the best, just a pure martial artist. She's been through a lot, and we're real excited to be working with her. Okay, the big dog, Ricardo Almeida. Okay, myself and him will be doing a joint class, I believe, on social marketing, like content marketing. So, you know, we work together a lot. We're always doing things on the internet, and we are really pumped up about that class. Master Melody Schumann, preschool skills and drills. Master Ace Ramirez, crew Muay Thai, who'll be talking about how to build that brand loyalty in your school so instructors don't leave. Sean the Shark Jimenez, you know, just an amazing salesman, and he'll also be going over a lot of internet stuff as well. And also, you know, he actually runs Master Fareed School, their partners, in $1 million school. So there's some amazing, and we're adding more. So please make sure to book this now. You know, right now, you actually, if you register for it, there is a chance that you can win free airfare and hotel. And Kyle, is that correct? If you register this week, and you know, or through next week, we're giving away a free airfare and hotel. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. Any time through July. So you got just over a week left to maybe win.
Okay, awesome. And I mean, $99 for that. I mean, this is a serious, amazing investment. So get registered for that. And the best part is it's in Disneyland. Okay, so you're able to. I mean, we were there last year. Went to Disneyland for a couple days. Just an amazing event. So get registered for that. Okay, so a couple cool events, but let's get into what we're here for. Pinterest 101. Okay, the skinny on my new addiction. I'm definitely you know, obsessed and addicted to Pinterest. I'm having a lot of fun with it, mostly helping other people. Sometimes you know your school or your business is always last. So I'm really educating and helping most of my clients and educating them on exactly what it is and why to do it. So before we get started with that, if you'd like to follow me, one of the best places is on my Facebook page. So facebook.com/SenseiNickD, Twitter, Sensei_Nick. And if you'd like to keep up with a lot of my information, you could add me as an influencer on Klout.com, Sensei Nick. So that's how you can follow me to keep up to date with any of the upcoming webinars for ChampionsWay. We have a lot of amazing hosts that we're adding as well. So I'm always the one pretty much promoting everything and telling everybody when everything's going to happen. So definitely follow me on those platforms if you'd like to check me out. So the takeaways for today are pretty simple. I'm going to make it simple. I'm going to make it quick, and that way you can get right to work and get moving. So first, why Pinterest? Okay, like why? Like, you know, a lot of times I hear people like, oh, that's just another platform. Please don't be one of those people. You always at least get the data and information first to understand why I'm telling you or why someone else is recommending Pinterest. Second, how will it help your business? Okay, so why and then how. And then making your page. I'm just going to give you a basic concept on what I recommend when it comes to making your page. And then I'm going to do a little live demo and measuring of how to measure all this stuff, because if you're not measuring it, you really have no idea if it's even working. So takeaway number one, why Pinterest? And you know, there's a lot of hype about a lot of things, and people will tell you stats and different, you know, this is great, oh, you have to go on here. But the bottom line is people lie and numbers don't. So I go by the numbers. I don't care about, like, you know, my website that it looks amazing. Everybody tells me that. I look at, do I generate leads? Do I get leads from it? Okay, well, how many leads? Where are the leads coming from? I look at data. So I had to go through, and I don't like to go through a lot of text, but I had to go through these statistics and this information to explain to you, like, you know, why Pinterest. Okay, so Pinterest is now the third most popular social network in the U.S. in terms of traffic. Okay, that's the key word there, traffic. That's where everybody is. Okay, just not people are just there. Okay, that's where everybody is. As of February 2012, Pinterest had accumulated 10.5 million users. Okay, which I'll get to later, but that is the fastest growing social platform there was. Pinterest is retaining and engaging users as much as 2 to 3 times efficiently as Twitter was at a similar time in their history. So, that's the thing. I mean, a lot of people you hear, like, are you on Twitter? You're on Twitter. People get on Twitter, but then they're gone. I see people even in our industry, other consultants, other people that are telling people about using Twitter. And then I look, and the last time they posted was over 365 days ago. Okay, so don't, check. This is important. This is where things I want you to keep in mind when you're actually considering if you're going to do Pinterest. Daily Pinterest users have increased by more than 145% since the beginning of 2012 from Mashable. As of January 2012, American users spent an average of 97.8 minutes on Pinterest. Okay, that's probably second closest to Facebook. All right, that's an amazing average. Over 1/5 of Facebook Connect users are on Pinterest. So that's the really unique thing that I believe is that whenever I'm posting something on Pinterest, it goes right to my Facebook. And the easy thing too is if you really want to just get some automated, posts going to Twitter, every time you post on Pinterest, you can make that image go to your Twitter page as well. Just to make sure you have like a nice little phrase that explains to them what it is. Like, check out this picture, check out this image of our bully prevention course, and then it's just a click to the image, and then I'll take them right to it. Let's see here what else we have. 80% of Pinterest users are female. Okay, now the reason why that's important, okay, is because that's who signs up people for the martial arts. That is the predominant people that are signing us up for martial arts, whether it's kickboxing or for their kids. It is female, so keep that in mind. So if that's not your target market, if you're not getting, if maybe like you're an MMA school and you're trying to sign up people for just MMA, this probably would not be the platform for you. If you're doing BJJ and you have the right strategy, like if you follow Ricardo Almeida, you'll see what he's doing, tips, different things on fitness, nutrition, that could help you. But if you're just trying to post things of sales pitches and signing up for your MMA special or it doesn't matter what style I'm talking about. But if you're staying away from that and you're producing quality content, infographics, material like that, okay, then your stuff will get repinned, which is the goal. Okay, estimated unique visitors to Pinterest increased by 429%, okay, so over the course of almost a year. 30% of Pinterest users are women, which we talked about, again, 25 to 34 years old. So let me go back a slide here. All right, that's one thing that interests me the most. I'm really concentrating most on bully prevention, women's self-defense, kidnapping prevention, focus, confidence, ADD. Okay, that's what I'm concentrating on from Pinterest, not the 6-week special. Okay, not the 2 lessons for 1995. And another big one that I got this from Ricardo. Shout out to you, my boy. Birthday parties. Okay, birthday parties. This is a great way to advertise birthday parties. Women between 25 and 34, easy. They're going to see that birthday party. And you could also embed a YouTube video, which is even cooler. So this is really awesome. The top interests of Pinterest in the U.S. are crafts, gifts, hobbies, leisure, interior design, fashion, and collections. So we're falling under leisure. All right, and hobbies. That's what we're falling under. As January 2012, Pinterest accounted for 3.6 referral traffic. Okay, that is so. When I talk about referral traffic, I want you to understand that is the ultimate goal of using Pinterest: getting referral traffic back to your site. It's the same thing for Facebook. It's the same thing if you're tweeting. All right, it's the same thing. You're trying to get people coming back to your website. Here's a pretty interesting number. In January 2012, Pinterest reached 11,716,000 total unique visitors. Amazing. With over 11 million unique visitors monthly, Pinterest became the fastest standalone website to eclipse 10 million per month ever. Okay, a call to action pin description sees 80% increase in engagement. Okay, well, what is that? Don't worry, I want to show you a live demo at the end. And some of our clients are already doing this, but it's really easy, and this is going to make a hell of a lot of sense to you once you see what I'm talking about. Pins related to trending topics see an average of 94% increase. So whether you're looking at trending topics on Google+, or if you're looking at trending topics, on Twitter, Okay, these are the types of topics that will get you more. Now, so a lot of them don't relate to us, but that's just something to keep in mind. Okay, so if you stick to those topics that you're seeing that are trending, you're going to see a higher click-through rate. Okay, so indexed by Google. Another reason why that this is interesting for school owners is that it's indexed by Google. So if you look at here, I believe this is on my second page of on my martial arts Turnersville. That was the keyword I used. So if you notice here, like I show up on Foursquare, and then I didn't even make my page yet, and I'm already showing up on Pinterest. And this talks about, it was a link to our website. So already Pinterest.com, and then it was my name, okay, which was awesome. And I'm going to show you a little bit more detail about this. So if it's indexed by Google, I'm interested. If postings are going to show up and it's going to get found, I'm interested. Referral traffic, we talked about that. These are some analytics from my website, okay, this month, okay, which isn't bad. Now, obviously, Facebook's #1, and I've literally just set up my Pinterest page, separate page, but I was using Pinterest on my personal page last month, and this week I set up a personal page for our brand. So it's Pinterest.com/champions. I have it in a couple slides. You'll be able to check that out. But you can see our ChampionsWay page, Pinterest.com/ChampionsWay. But look at this. Interesting enough, Pinterest is climbing. Okay, it's already more than Google+. I submit a lot of articles to Dig, okay, and other platforms. LinkedIn is getting me nothing, okay, but the 3 main platforms, which is I'm putting my most effort now as well, and I always submit my blogs to Dig, Facebook, Pinterest, and Google+. And it's interesting because Google+, that's connected to Google. So I'm actually getting more traffic from Pinterest. So, it's very interesting. And this is from Google Analytics. So if you're not tracking this, make sure that you're doing so. Another reason why Pinterest, links and videos, okay? People just love to watch and look at things. That's what they like to do, reading and blogging, and it's becoming a little bit more challenging, and you're not getting as much traffic from things like that. So people like to watch videos, and you could embed YouTube videos. I'll show you that in a second. And you can redirect them to call to actions. This right here, if you're missing this point, there's one thing I hope you get from this webinar. You could redirect them to call to actions. Whenever you're posting anything on Pinterest, you can link it to a capture form, you can link it to a registration page, you can link it to buy now in Perfect Mind. Okay, you can link it to your scheduler. You can link it to your website. You can link them to your Facebook page. You can link them to anywhere. It's awesome. That is the biggest advantage of this. And if you're posting things without any type of link, then you are going to get less referral traffic. Everything should be linked to something. So this is our ChampionsWay page, an example of what others are saying, and you should be doing the same thing for your page. Okay, listen to what others are saying about ChampionsWay. So we have the Kerseys up here. This was a big video from our Seaway. There's Shion Ononi and Coach Miller, Sensei Benjamin from Japan. Shout out to Sifu Carlton Dupe. And all I did was embed YouTube videos, and the best part is it doesn't even take you off of the site. So when you click these videos about what other people are saying about your school, okay, you can watch the video, and then you could have a link at the bottom where you could ask them for a free trial. Click here. So this is just one page that I made for ChampionsWay that we're going to be adding to and adding to every single day. It's pretty cool. Champions Martial Arts. So this was my page connected to my personal profile. All right, and then if you notice here, like I have a free bully prevention kit. Okay, another free bully prevention kit. Quotes. I'm sure you see. I'm always posting quotes. I love motivation. Bully prevention kit. Okay, I took this right from the ChampionsWay library. Here's another one from free bully prevention kit. Another bully prevention kit. Another bully prevention kit. Summer special landing page. Summer special landing page. I just put all these things were linked back to my website. Okay, back to my website. Every one of these, okay, there was a link that would take them back to the website. That's how you get the referral traffic. All right, so that's really important. That's an example of my page. So takeaway, this will drive prospects and students to your site. And one thing we were talking about at the actual Super Show, and one thing that we're working on in all of our SMO webinars, is that right now you see, it's a copycat industry. Everyone has a lead generation website. And at ChampionsWay here, our developers, our management team, our directors, we're always thinking outside the box. Now we've implemented our Learning Center, okay, that allows you to offer your own courses, your own kits, your own virtual intro lessons right on your website, because your students are the #1 referral traffic. They're the ones that are coming to your site. Well, if there's nothing in it for them, okay, they will stop going to your website. So I see a lot of lead generation websites, but you have to constantly be evolving and adapting. And Pinterest is another reason where your students can find out and learn about a course that you're offering for them, okay, and then they can repin it, and then their friends will see it. So I hope you're understanding the overall strategy, what we're trying to do. So takeaway number 2, how will it help your business? Okay, I think we've covered that already and why Pinterest, but let's just go over the basics. Okay. So the overall goal is to get students, right? So that's the overall goal. Obviously, that's what everyone cares about. So the first way, okay, that's going to help you, it's going to show up in search. Okay, this is you always have to be adapting to the way Google changes their algorithm, and that way that you show up in the search. Okay, well, Google loves social. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but people and clients that I know that I've talked to, they've noticed a big drop in their SEO, and it's because they had keyword stuffing and they were doing best practices that actually Google penalizes you in now. So Pinterest, this will show up in search, and that's a big advantage for you. That's obviously a huge reason as to why you actually want to be a part of that. The second thing is repins. Okay, when people repin your bully prevention courses and your virtual intro lessons and things that obviously other people might be interested in, that is driving referral traffic back to your site again. Okay, so you want to get repinned, but the thing is, what I'm noticing a lot of is, and don't take this personally, a lot of people are posting so much sales pitches, okay, that you're going to annoy people, you're going to lose people. Okay, you are. And I say it over and again in my meetings, and I see it again and again. But people are not taking the advice of actually producing quality content and something that is of value to the student or the prospect. That means providing them with collateral, courses, educating them, all right? Not the 6-week special, not the 6-week special. Tips, bully prevention tips, bully prevention courses. That's what gets repinned. Okay, remember, if you were looking to get content to get reshared, there's got to be something in it for them. Okay, they're not going to share your 6-week special. It's just not going to happen. Maybe if it's a Groupon deal and you want to attract even more people that probably can't afford your regular program, that stuff will get shared. Okay, but if you're looking for your things to get repinned, it's got to be something of value. Bully prevention courses, all this stuff is actually being released in our library August 1st. We're excited about our newest update. So again, the repins, the referrals, okay, and driving referral traffic to your site, that is the main thing we're trying to do. I did touch on the courses, the virtual intro, and becoming and establishing yourself as a thought leader, okay? As a thought leader, okay, that's your eventual goal. For those of you that maybe are not on Cloud, Cloud is a good way to measure your social media. Now, what I notice is that if you want to become a thought leader in the martial arts industry for your local area, it should be what you're doing to expand your reach to give back to the community based on, things like doing a bully prevention course, doing something for the Girl Scouts, educating women on self-defense, okay? That's a thought leader. You will never become a thought leader, okay, if you're just basically pushing your products and services all the time. Okay, that's not going to expand your reach. So if you're producing quality content, and the thing is, the best thing I love about Google now is that people that work the hardest, they're the ones that get rewarded. The people that get shared, the people that they're talking about all the time, they get rewarded. You know why? Because that's what Google wants. Google doesn't want someone that's just paying $2,000 a month or $500, $200 a month, whatever it is, and they're just doing keyword stuffing so that way you show up highest. They don't want that because that's not social proof. So as they move more to this, I hope you understand the philosophy and what we're trying to recommend you to do to get better quality and to get more traffic and to show up higher in the search engines, and understand why Pinterest is one of those platforms that can help you do so. The second reason is it's all women. Okay, they share, spread, and recommend to their friends more than anybody. Okay, my wife laughs when she sees me on Pinterest because she's on there too, and she's mostly going after diets and nutritional tips and things of that nature. And she's like, wow, I really like what you're trying to do. I said, I wish I just had time to do it. I said, I don't have that much time to do it anymore, but I'm getting this content ready for my instructors so that way they can get on it. Okay, because that's my job, is to help them become the experts in their area, for bully prevention, women's self-defense, things that are going to get repinned on Pinterest. Okay, but again, like you heard me say, it's all about the right content. Okay, having the right content that you could share, and if you have time to make all that, that's great. Okay, one thing we're implementing into our SMO library are infographics on all these things we're talking about. That way, you can just get it up there and post it, and then it's done for you. If you have the time to make it yourself, that's great, and good luck with that. So what I'm talking about when it comes to content, I'm really big on like smaller size infographics, probably about like somewhere around like this size for Pinterest. Okay, I really don't want to make things like really long like this. Okay, but when we're talking about bully prevention, a couple pictures, a couple tips, and then there's my call to action: click here to register. All right, I'm always going to have click here to register. Different tips, confidence building, things like that. That's the stuff that's going to spread. That's the stuff people are going to like. Courses and kits through the Learning Center, offering a bully prevention kit, offering a confidence kit, offering things like that. That's it. We all know that. Okay. Fitness and diet tips. If you're more of a school that doesn't really do anything with kids, fitness and diet tips for anything like that. Just it could be recipes, it could be different secrets to working out, drills, stuff like that. That stuff will help you as well. But if you notice in this graph here, I'm not talking about anything whatsoever mentioning the 6-week special. I mean, every once in a while, remember the 90-10 rule applies in any type of social media. 90-10 rule means that 9 out of your 10 posts are for others, 1 is for your business. Okay, keep that in mind because that's a really critical rule that I'd recommend for you to follow. Okay, NBC, we have a saying at my school. Okay, when people like start airplaning and talking forever, we just say NBC, and that's like our code. That's like we don't care. All right, and that's what happens with your content. So when you start noticing that no one's responding and there's no one's really even saying anything about it, and it just because it's your specials and you're sign up for this camp, sign up for that camp, sign up for this. Like I'll give you an example. Okay, we're offering a back-to-school online marketing course. Will we sell people in it? Will we attract new clients? Absolutely. Okay, but it's free. It's online. And everybody wants to know about what to do with back-to-school marketing. All right. If we get them to the course and we provide them with great quality, and me and Master Melody have amazing information, okay, then from there, someone all of a sudden, you break down their guard. They're saying, wow, Sensei Nick, that was really good information. Master Melody, oh my God, like I love your drills for whatever. Like, and then they ask you questions. So, just think about it from the consumer's perspective. And same thing, like no one really cares about your summer camp. I mean, it's really hard to get people, to sign up for this or whatever. I mean, I'm not saying never to promote it, but if you promote and put more of your effort on producing content of quality, you're going to see better return. Okay, and this is what I had too, like stalkers. Okay, please do not become a stalker, and that just means like just posting so many times, like all the time, and making and just like creeping around, like people it's just too much. I mean, just be consistent. 3 to 4 posts per day. That's all you really need. If you start pinning too much, okay, it's very unattractive to people. Like it's like I think I post maybe 4 times a day on Facebook, maybe sometimes 2 to 3 times a day. That's about it. Okay, and usually one of them is motivational. One of them is about something we have upcoming, and the other one is a business tip. That's my strategy that I use. So motivational, something upcoming that's in it, something that people could benefit from, whether it's a webinar, a course, a kit, something I'm doing, and then usually something in regards to like a business tip, and sometimes just funny stuff. Just mix it up a little bit. But if you start posting like 65,000 times a day, you will be annoying, and people will actually unfriend you. Okay, so this is my page here that I made for Champions Martial Arts. I just made it this morning. I'm just trying to change the logo here. I wanted to give you an idea of what you can make for your page. Most of our clients have already done this, but what others say: karate for kids, preschool programs, kickboxing and fitness, bully prevention course. I don't want to have 87 boxes, because I've seen that from some people and other people's boxes, and then again, it's just mass confusion. So this is just a couple ideas that I'd recommend. when you're making this, making your page, your board, okay, for yourself. And then here's our Champions Way board. I think this is very clean. And if you notice, our upcoming webinar was on there for Pinterest. We'll add our upcoming things with everything with Kyle's webinar and other events coming up. You can check out our team here, okay, and a nice picture of Master Freed and some of our directors. Recorded webinars. We want to produce content that people could watch, and upcoming events and our work. We actually linked some of our websites, okay, that we did in some of our materials and then what others are saying. And it's starting to slowly grow. We need to get our staff more involved with this as well, but this is a couple samples of the pages that I'd recommend you make something simple and clean. You could go ballistic and add 75 boards, you know what I mean? And to me, again, it's like I look at it as a website. If when people go to my website, if I keep it clean and simple, then I believe I get more traffic. I mean, my website, when I show you in the next phase, I'm going through a redesign, but my new website's going to be even simpler. I'm real excited about my new design of my website. Okay, so this is where I'll go into a little bit of a live demo, and it's measuring. Okay, so how to measure. So if you want to measure if it's even actually working, okay, when it comes to this, just minimize this real quick. All right. Okay, so this was a post that I made. I just put on here, and I got this from the library, Kidnapping Prevention Seminar. I think this is a very powerful picture. All right, coming September, click the image to register your child. Okay, and you can just put something on here like just says click the image to register or something like that. But this was something that I posted to my Champions Martial Arts page. Now, what I'm going to do here, okay, is I'm going to link something to this. So you could just save it to the desktop, and then you could upload the pin. You would just go to add a pin, okay? And then once you get back to this image here, all right, I'm going to go and I'm going to connect this to one of my landing pages, okay, on my website. So let me just minimize this real quick. There we go. Okay, and I created a form for Pinterest, okay, for all my Pinterest forms. So all my leads that come from Pinterest, I mean, there's not many that are coming in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, I'm going to go to my forms. So go to Settings. And this is one of the advantages of Perfect Mind. It's pretty awesome. Go to Forms. And I called it SMO Pinterest. See if I can find it here. Here we go. Just copy this link right here. Let's go back to Pinterest. Okay, now watch how easy this is. Okay, I go to Edit. Paste the link right there, Save Pin. Let's try this one. Oops, I know I did wrong. Give me 1 second. You have to make sure that you're logged out, so give me 1 second to do this. This one should work. There you go. Okay. So now someone goes to this image, okay? And let's just go back to our page so you can see what I have here. Now I don't like this page. This was my personal profile, so I'm changing a whole new one up. But imagine I had something called Kidnapping Prevention Tips. When you go to it, when you go to the image, okay, there's going to be some information here. And then the best part is look where it links you back to. Right to a capture form, free trial. Boom. That's simple. Okay, and then anyone that fills out that form goes into my reports. So all my reports are measured. So I go to Reports, go to SMO, all right, and then I will go to my Pinterest report. If I want to see what comes in from my social site, just from my website leads, all right, all these reports are built for you. Okay, so if we're almost on 1 year now, 12 months. I have 257 leads just from my from my website, my social site. That's not including my leads from my mobile site, Facebook, anything. So I do all online marketing. I pay for no print advertising whatsoever. But anyway, to get back to Pinterest again and how simple that was, let's just go back to here, go back a page. So again, all I have to do is go to add a pin, I think I'll save this to the desktop, an image. There's the bully prevention or kidnapping prevention image. That's it. Describe your pin, have it connected to your Twitter account, and then you're killing two birds in one stone. And then the best part is it actually will show up on your Facebook feed, which is even cooler. So then other people from Facebook find it. So that is how you measure it. Okay, you have to have a form, you have to have a campaign, and you have to have it measured, and that is how you can measure all your leads that are coming in from Pinterest. All right, so let's go back here. All right. Okay, so that was a live demo for that.
I like this question from Mickey Brock asking, is there anything you would suggest that we absolutely do not do on Pinterest?
Good question, Mickey, and how are you, sir? I think that's a great question. Anything you don't do on Pinterest, I think, would be put like a lot of negativity up. You know, that's probably the biggest recommendation, and also politics and religion. That's my opinion. There's other people that they want to talk about that type of material, but whenever it comes to business, I don't mix business with politics and religion. And it's funny, Mickey. I think you might have saw the one post that I asked about Obama, and people started saying, "I thought you said you never do that." So I said I was actually just trying to create some buzz. I just wanted this, and if you notice, I didn't say I'm voting for this guy or I'm not. I said, do you think Obama will be reelected? I was doing a little bit of beta testing, and I had like it was literally I think 78 or 148 comments. So I would stay away from when it comes to your business, religion, and politics, and then any type of like hatred. I think especially women, like they want to see like things that are positive, and they're mostly on there. So I'd make sure I do that. And again, remember the 90-10 rule. Like make one post about your products and services, the other 9 about benefits and quotes and motivation. You know what I mean? Like if I put a quote up on there, I would put something along the lines of like at the bottom, like, or if you're interested in leadership development and to learn more about character development, please, visit us here, and like put a link to your website. You know what I mean? Because like that's to me like putting positive motivation up. Like that's what I'm attracting on my Facebook page. Like, I just started doing it in the past like 2 or 3 months, and like I'm getting like every day like so many more friend requests. Like people see my posts, I don't even know who they are, and I'm just getting friend requests. I went from like 3,500 to over 4,000 now. So it's pretty cool. So stick with the positive content, Mickey. So without anything else, guys, I'd like to thank you, everyone here, and Kyle, the marketing team, everyone that helped put this webinar together. And on behalf of ChampionsWay, this is Sensei Nick signing off, and have a great day.